Okay, good morning. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. Tim's here, and they're starting to have a bad habit. 69 degrees out there so far this morning. Going to be a beautiful day. Let's go to the kitchen. Jamie?
Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. This is Athens in the AM on an absolutely glorious Tuesday morning here in Limestone County. Yeah, not only is Tim here, but he brought his bartender today. You'll meet him in just a moment, too. Dr. Tom in the house this morning. Tom, so that's a birthday shirt, huh?
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to having another birthday.
Yeah, I'm already accepting birthday gifts. My birthday will be coming up here real soon, so y'all get everything in here. Here's what's coming up on this Tuesday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live, the longest running morning show in Huntsville television history. I like patting myself on the back a little bit from time to time. Here's what's happening today. We've got video from the Simply Amazing Ministries the other day, the ribbon cutting Friday. We got that up on Highway 72. And Tony back in the house this morning along with Frank. Both of them in here. Tony was down on the square and had a big crowd the other night. Thank you, Jeanette Dunn, down on Singing on the Square. We'll have that video come up in just a little bit also. And Mayor Ronnie Mark should be in attendance here coming up in the second half hour of the program. Like I say, Tim's in here. Tim's Cajun Kitchen, as always. This time he's got gator and a little alcohol to go along with it. Even though it is 6 in the morning, we like to get things cranking early today. So we'll start talking about all that in just a moment. Plus, you know, kind of a sad day for a lot of Elvis people. We'll tell you about that in just a little bit, too. But anyway, thank y'all for getting up with us on this Tuesday morning edition of Cooper & Company Live. You can call Frank at 230-4988 or Tony, either one of them. They both got a phone. Or text Gloria this morning, 603-4848. Now that I'm a texter, well, I don't even have my phone with me this morning, so don't worry about that. All right, let's get it cranking. Here she is right now to tell us, I believe fall is already here and the hot weather is gone forever.
No, don't say it. You're just ready for football, I know, and I'm ready for you to watch football. Get a lot done while he's watching football. 69 degrees out there already this morning. Time to get up, get ready to go to school. Going to be a great day. Only 10% chance of showers, pretty much for several days. High temperatures today of 89, low of 61. This does kind of make you feel like football weather for sure. 92 for your high tomorrow, 64 for that low. The rest of the forecast looking mighty fine out there. Lots of sunshine too. This makes it very tolerable to be out by the pool, nice and breezy and cooler temperatures. Do want to tell you about something taking place here in Limestone County. Limestone County Republican Rally takes place on Saturday, August 20th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Food and drinks will be sold by the Teenage Republicans, and they just want to thank everyone for all the conservatives for helping them last year during the elections, November 2010 elections, that is. Come out. They'll have guest speakers. Lieutenant Governor Kay Ivey will be there, Master of Ceremonies, and then, of course, Representative Dan Williams will be joining them. This will take place at the Limestone County Event Center. They will be with us on Wednesday.
That is a free event, right?
It is a free event. Ronnie Kaufman and, of course,
Ex-Mayor Dan Williams, State Representative Williams will be with us tomorrow, Tom.
All right.
Be in here. Tim, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Doing good. Hey, Tim, let me ask you, this in USA Today this morning, how many people you employ down there?
About 15.
15. But you've had probably several. How many people have you say you've interviewed in the 19 years you've been open at Tim's Cajun Kitchen?
Hundreds.
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 Tom, I know your business, you don't interview that many people for jobs, but you've had to interview several throughout the year. It says there, what is the most common mistake candidates make during job interviews? The most common mistake. Number one, at almost 40%, little or no knowledge of company. I mean, surely they knew you had a restaurant when they came in for an interview.
Right.
Next was unprepared to discuss skills and experience. Unprepared to discuss career plans and goals. Lack of eye contact. And then this one, almost 10% late arrival. I mean, it can be late for a job interview.
That's the number one thing for us, to come in, you know, for the interview late.
And be late for the actual interview?
Yeah.
Was Corey on time?
Corey ain't never on time.
I'm sorry, Corey.
Corey was never on time.
I couldn't resist.
Well, I'd like to add another.
What?
Dress.
Dress
what they wear to an interview.
You know, I don't know.
Shorts, too. You did have a tie on, Corey.
That's right. Corey, you did wear a tie. I'll give you an A+ for that one.
Of course, flip-flops is in, too, though.
Yeah. I can't remember ever going. I've gone for maybe two or three job interviews my entire life.
I get you beat one. Only went one interview.
That's because we all been self-employed, you know, all been self-employed. All right, today, on this day, it's a sad day for Elvis folks. Elvis Presley died 34 years ago today. Here's some, Frank, you may know this because you used to be in the radio business all this time. Said fans have something else to remember. It was 55 years ago, 1956, when the first two Elvis albums were released. That year alone, Elvis sold 10 million singles and 800,000 LPs. Well, the LP, was that the big one?
Mm-hmm. The albums.
The 33? Yeah. He performed, for the first time, Love Me Tender. Elvis Presley. I saw him in Huntsville. And if somebody would like to buy this great photograph we have of Elvis this morning in here. You know, you see these at a flea market every time you go somewhere. But yes, we had that on the set originally here, that oil painting, back several times as the, when we first, can you not get it working this morning?
Must have been that stronger drink that Mike just made. Y'all stop this.
And right off the bat this morning, Tom, I've already been insulted by USA Today. They got some movies coming out from 1980s. The 1980s rears its mulleted head again. Mulleted head again. There it is right there. The year of the 80s was the mullet. And having been known, being on TV back in then as the country rover, I too was the mullet king back in the 80s.
Which one's you?
Yeah, the mullet. That is what you call a genuine mullet. Now, you'll be able to see plenty of photographs of me once the Country Rover Museum is opened for your entertainment.
You're driving me nuts.
The mullet. Mullet.
Not
hey,
way.
Before I forget it, yesterday Brad and I were on a sales call. We were on the scene down at Decatur. We want to say hello to one of my newest best friends in the world, Milton Yarborough. That's me on the right. He's an Auburn fan, having his picture taken with me out there. Yesterday, Brad took that right there in front of, and he's an attorney, been an attorney forever. He says, if you call him, Mike, you can call him at that number 24/7, and he'll give you free legal advice.
Really?
Milton Yarborough, attorney at law, Decatur, Alabama. Throwing him a plug this morning, even though he's an Auburnite. 24/7, he'll answer the phone and give you free legal advice.
350-2252.
What do you think, Tom? I ought to call him now. My wife's drinking already. What should I do?
I need to get that phone number and put it in my billfold.
I mean, free legal advice, you know. All right. This was a story out of the Mobile Register over the weekend. Y'all know former Governor Riley went on that motorcycle trip and almost got killed. He went to Alaska on a motorcycle. I thought he had gone with a group. Well, reading this story, he went solo. This was on his bucket list. You know, we already know what my bucket list is. I've already succeeded on my bucket list. He said this is what he wanted to do. He drove, he's 66 years old. The first 5,420 miles was the most terrific trip I'd ever been on. That's what Governor Riley said. The last 120 feet, not so good. He went by himself, rode all the way up to Fairbanks, Alaska, without any problems whatsoever. And then he meets this other rider, and they decide to go down this gravel road that's in that movie, something Truckers, that's on Discovery Channel, not a movie, but a series.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Where they go?
Ice Road Truckers.
Right.
That was that very road they were on, and some trucks passed him. He says next thing he knew, he was in a hospital.
Oh, my.
What happened, they were at the Yukon River crossing, and that's where they stopped for gas, and they went in. I don't know what happened to the other guy that was on the motorcycle. He must have left. But what happened was two guys just happened to come by and see this motorcycle wrecked there, picked this man up, not knowing who it was, drove him 110 miles to the nearest hospital.
Goodness.
To save his life.
Wow.
First of all, if I tell you I'm going 5,000 miles by myself, more like I'm picking up somebody on the way.
Bye.
You know what?
Yeah, more than likely you're not coming home.
That is not on my bucket list.
That'll commit you.
Why would that be on a, well,
I don't know.
why would you go all by yourself? How, one, dangerous, obviously.
5,400 miles.
You must like
Too
being
far
alone.
from me.
He went 600 miles the first day. So that's a long way to go.
So you'd be gone for a month?
Why? Yeah. I might be hanging over at Tim's with Mike. I've been known to do that in the past, too. All right, that's what's coming up. We got video coming up of Singing on the Square for this past Friday night. Tony feeling good enough to be back on the scene again. Plus, we were down at the Simply Amazing. They got a great thing going on down there at their church. Had the ribbon cutting. A lot of the chamber people there. Hugh Ball and everybody was there this past. Jimmy Gill, got to say hello to him this morning. Miss Petunia. So,
Tulip.
Tulip, that's what it
Tulip
was.
is
Well, we missed you there, Tom. You weren't there for the ribbon cutting.
No, I didn't make it.
All right, we'll come right back with ZNN in just a moment on this Tuesday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. Then we'll go to the kitchen and meet Mike and let him show us a few things we all need to know for football season.
Great.
All that's coming your way. Y'all hang on. We'll be right back.
Well, since my baby left me, well, I found a new place to dwell. Well, it's down at the end of Lonely Street that